What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. So I did that elemental video earlier in the day, and I actually did a run on this map and used it kind of as just background video. And as soon as the video was published, I started getting comments and a few questions asking about the Earth Shatter Tower and if I would show that build and do a walkthrough of it. So here we are in Crumbled Bulwark, Chaos 7, and we're going to play around with the Shatterquake. The Shatterquake, of course, is one of the new mods that gets added into the game. It drops has a chance of dropping very, very early. You can influence its drop chance by having an apprentice in your deck, and it's pretty cool. I mean, the Earth Shatter Tower obviously is a really fun defense that does just massive single target damage, and this adds a little stacking AoE into it. Now, the AoE won't stack by itself, but it will stack between multiple Earth Shatters. So, if you have the DU available, by all means, put more than one in a lane. Let's go ahead, let's see what we want to do here. Well, I'll just do it exactly like the video was, since that's what people requested. And we started off with a little anti-air. And then I am putting one Flame Aura and one Lightning Strike Aura just to help thin the herd a little bit. And then going with 3 Earth Shatters at maximum range from the entrance per lane. And basically I'm going to just rinse and repeat and do this in every single lane. Now, I did add one more thing, as I'm anxious to see, does marked targets work from the AoE that gets put on the ground? If marked targets will work based off the AoE that gets put in the ground, this is going to be just absolutely incredible. Now, I'm not super optimistic that it will. I probably could have just checked it out on the dummy. However, I figured I'd hop on in and give this map another run. And, of course, all of the crafting materials to upgrade relics are available on the dungeon maps. I need every reason to run a dungeon map that I can come up with, to be honest with you, because just need lots and lots of materials. So we'll do the same thing there. Then here I think we'll actually double dip. So we'll go 1 LSA and then two Flame Auras, something like that. And we'll throw, how much DU is left? There's still quite a bit left. We'll throw some Earth Shatters down here. I've got 80 left. I can actually do one more Earth Shatter. I wonder if it's going to reach over there. Let me look. It looks like it's going about to this corner. It's not reaching as far as I'd like, but it is getting over there a little bit. And then that leaves me 20 more. Decisions. I think, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I definitely want to put another Earth Shatter here somewhere, but where is the question? You know what? Let's do this. Let's put one here, and I believe that should be pointed right at that entrance. Now I'll have to watch that one and see if it's actually taken off. And then 20 DU left, so might as well spend it. Let's just go ahead and we'll split these up and put 2 LSAs down. What's better than an LSA? Why 2 LSAs, of course. And let's see, I'm anxious to see if this works. I'm wondering if that's going to hit. I think it's still going to hit mobs up here. But let's check it out here. Yep, indeed it is. So it's right on the spawn there. And the AoE is not only not working, but it appears marked targets isn't working at all. I wonder if, did I accidentally unequip it? Or no, that time it procced. Oh, it's because it's a chance. That's right. It's not an automatic. It's a chance of applying a mark. I'm sitting here being all optimistic, thinking it's 100%, but it's not a 100% chance. It's actually not hitting very many mobs, so that is definitely not a good defense. I mean, I'm spamming my #1 right now and just barely getting any arcane volleys off. So that tells me that just targets are just not getting marked. Now, I am using the arcane volley boom boom, which is just so much fun. In fact, I can see myself playing the Apprentice and Adept quite a bit in this era of Dungeon Defenders 2, as I've just really been having a great time with it. Sadly, no double jump. Double jump would seal the deal, there's no doubt about it. couple more flyers here. And there we go. Let's take a look at the damage done here. 64, 48, 63. This one should have absurd damage, right? Yeah, 178 million. So that one's putting in some work. Let's get these Sky Guards upgraded. The last thing I want to worry about is anything with flyers. Let's check these out, because these should have had some work too. Actually, not that much. 18, 37, and 58. So it looks like this one is getting most of the action here. Let's just go ahead and stick to upgrading Earth Shatters only, just for fun, since this is an Earth Shatter build. Now that we got a few ups on those Sky Guards, I'll just leave those alone. And you actually don't get a ton of upgrade value out of Earth Shatters. Let's check it out. 2.56 up to 2.94. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. Now, of course, that tooltip DPS number is not correct, but you still get a general idea of how much of an increase you're getting. I should take that marked targets out of there right now, because that was definitely not getting the job done. But let's try one more wave. Maybe I was just having some unlucky timing on the procs. That's nothing quite beats a flamethrower for marked targets, that's for sure. And it's definitely not proccing off of the AoE. I'm actually getting like practically no targets marked, it feels like. I mean, I've just been sitting here spamming the #1 button. If I had flamethrowers up with marked targets in it, there would be volleys flying absolutely everywhere. Still a really smooth build. Just about every defense in the game right now makes Chaos 7 completely trivial. I mean, you literally can run Chaos 7 maps and get your farming out of the way with, like I said, 100%. Any defense in the game is very viable. As long as you're covering the basics of hitting flyers and, you know, you got flyers covered, you're good to go. There's really no other way to put it. You can use absolutely anything you want. That makes it really fun. Now, the Earth Shatters, of course, were very viable for knock-up builds prior to the update. However, remember that this AoE that it does is actually placing that aura on the ground. So you don't want to use knock-up with it, as you'll be knocking the enemies away from the original, or from the initial. Additional is the word I'm looking for. Additional. You can tell it's 2 a.m., huh? Anyway, knocking enemies away from the additional damage, so that's not something you really want to do. I'm definitely enjoying it, though. It's a fun mod to play around with. It's just wrecking it. There's no doubt. You can always see it best down here. It's just annihilating stuff before it even makes it out. Absolutely incredible defense. The Apprentice got some love. I mean, all heroes got some love in this update. But man, the Apprentice is in great, great shape right now. I've always loved playing the Apprentice. I played the Apprentice quite a bit in DD1 before I had gotten, you know, all the additional heroes and everything. And the Apprentice was always a lot of fun to play on. No different now. I've enjoyed the Apprentice quite a bit in Dungeon Defenders 2. Even I know I don't feature the Apprentice a whole lot on my channel now because I just have got such deep love for the monk in the EV2. However, you know, those of you that remember way back in the days when Trials first came out and Chaos 5 was the max, I was Apprentice main 100% of the time then, and loved it. I had a blast. Oops, and I'm sitting here upgrading these auras, and I said we weren't going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and sell them just so I can stay true to my word here. Let's see, let's place them back at tier 1, and I'll dump that mana into these Earth Shatters instead. I should be able to get them all fully maxed by the end. And maybe not all of them. It's going to be close, though. They are just steamrolling it, though. Oh, these are only at tier 2 down here, so yeah. I'll get 2/3 of them maxed, probably. it's hard to see that the damage is stacking. You see that 566, 257 number is rolling off quite frequently. I'm going to have to look at my... I can't look at the tower and see what the additional damage is. I'm going to have to look at my gear. Still on the hunt for that street sign. I really want to take that Pathfinder Apprentice Staff, if I could find a Penta 3 version, and upgrade that bad boy up to Legendary and tote that thing around. I think that would be just the coolest weapon ever. Getting a few targets marked, just not as many as I'd like. When you're used to playing with the marked target shard in a flamethrower, switching it to a single target defense is just not going to cut it. I was really hoping that it was going to have a chance to mark the targets based off of the AoE, but clearly that is definitely not the case. One more wave, a few more upgrades. Let's get... these guys are actually holding their own just where they're at. I'm going to go ahead and... Well, yeah, I can't get everything all the way maxed, but I got, you know, almost half, I think. Half of the Earth Shatters maxed out fully. Get this assassin off me. I've got my Lightning Strike auras almost perfect for the assassin killing. My LSAs are going to be focused 100% on killing Lady Orcs and Assassins. So I'm going to put those back in the back at the wall for any Lady Orcs that might run by. And then it gives me a place to run to with Assassins. So to do that, I'm going to put increased Chaos damage and increased melee enemy damage onto the relic. I think I might actually have both of those on it now. I would have to take another look. This staff is just really good, and this is a low quality one. I think I may have forgotten to show that, but I'm using the special floor 80 plus apprentice staff as well, and it really is just absolutely incredible. In fact, with the adept's ability to mark targets with the marking bubble, it makes the adept just insane. But you know, I do have some love for the OGs. So I'm going with it on the Apprentice instead. Actually, that was it. And as you see, that's a really low roll. So I've got just one red bar, 912,000 damage there is it. And then there was that Shatterquake again. So definitely fun builds. The Apprentice is very viable. The way that the Ascension works out now, I'm actually doing 2 different defenses plus DPS on this Apprentice, which is pretty darn awesome. I'm able to, you know, of course I've got a little bit of Ascension, so I'm able to max out everything I would want in Frostbite and then go into Earth Shatter as well, which was really nice to be able to mix it up and do 3 different things on one hero. I haven't had the Ascension to do that ever since Ancient Power has become a thing, so it's definitely nice to have that back into the game. Let's see if we got any good mods sitting here in the box. Orc Boom. No such luck. Anyway, that will do it for now, though. There is a look at the Shatterquake. The Earth Shatter mod for Dungeon Defenders 2 drops at low tiers, so you're able to play with this one fairly early. Of course, Earth Shatters are a little bit of a DU hog, so a map like this, it works out perfect for it because you can shut it down to 3 lanes and have 300 DU per lane. That gives you lots of extra room to play with these expensive DU towers. But that will do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe, and I will see you soon with some more Dungeon Defenders 2. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.